Hello guys and gals, today we'll be showing the Starfarer, and here it is after I get past my Aquila. This is just the constellation Aquila. I keep calling it the Andromeda, I don't know why. I didn't enjoy the Andromeda show. Gene Roddenberry's in the Andromeda. I was much younger back then. And here it is. Wow, that's a huge hangar. I am pressing shift. I think they should speed up the running a little bit. Let me change the graphics settings real quick. I'll cut out the loading. I'll change it to very high so you can see it better. Okay, now that that's done, let's get to the ship. It is a beautiful ship. I mean, it's gorgeous. Every single curve is right, in my opinion at least. They managed to strike a great balance between boxy, something that, you know, a cargo vehicle should be, since a box is the optimal shape, volume, and area. It's maximized at that point. The ratio between volume and area is maximized at a box. But they managed to make it curvy enough to where it's not just boring cargo van. I don't know if I agree with the naked metal look, especially for a cargo ship. It should have some very durable, thick-looking, non-gloss paint on it. It should be built to be like a workhorse, basically. It shouldn't be. It doesn't have to be ugly, but it shouldn't be, you know, shiny, in my opinion, especially because this is going to be dealing with a lot of fuel, and that's corrosive to paint, even in space. You will have leftovers, and once you hit the atmosphere, that's going to be bad. You'll have like frozen stuff, but still flammable. And this is the cargo inspection area. It will have gravity but no atmosphere for obvious reasons. It's open air, so to speak. And I'm guessing here you would be able to use a container to fill other ships, refuel other ships, maybe even jettison containers if they're leaking or for some reason. They look like they're on a rail system, so I don't know if you'll be able to jettison one in the middle without jettisoning the furthest ones back or aft. But I'm pretty sure you should be able to. I'm pretty sure they put the rails on there on purpose. Maybe not for jettisoning purposes, but for loading purposes. If you don't need it, or if you need to replace it, so you can remove it. But it's quite nice. And here we'll head over to the cockpit, because it's the easiest place to get to. Obviously, you just walk from the back towards the front of the ship. These are the escape pods. These are closed. The right hand sides are closed, and the left hand sides are open because you can't use them yet. I guess they wanted to show off the interior as well. But they're just very small washing room closet type thing. So here's the captain's chair. You still can't sit in it because the ship is not flyable yet. So this is just a demo, just to see how far along it is. There's a ventilation panel on this. The detail in the cockpit is just amazing. I mean, there's buttons all over the place, especially buttons that I think this panel should be lower, because I don't think you can reach it from a seated position. Yeah, it should be lower. And it could be lower without obstructing the view. If you look at it, they can make it about a foot lower, or a third of a meter lower without obstructing the captain's view, really. Escape pods. See? One's open, the other one's closed. You can't use them. Over here is a panel for the cargo in the cargo bay. Here are the stairs for the 3rd floor. Yes, the ship has 3 floors. It's way bigger than people think it is, and that's why the price increased. If you bought it early on, this ship was supposed to be, you know, just regular fuel tanker. Right now, it's more like a flying fuel station. There we go. It's more of a 3.5 floors because there's one floor that's a little bit shorter, and some places are not full height. Let's see. So, but you can still use it. This is the kitchen area and the dining mess hall. I wouldn't really call it a dining hall, it's a mess hall. This is the captain's ready room, which is right next to the captain's bedroom. And captain's blankie. The captain's sink and shower and toilet. I think this room should have been smaller. It doesn't have to be this big. This room could have been smaller with the bedroom bigger. Because obviously captains do most of their job work in the bedroom. Joke. Star Trek, 1st generation, Captain Kirk. Yay! Best work done in the bedroom. So anyway, here we go to the crew living quarters, and as you can see, there's 4 bunks. I'm sorry, there's 5 bunks, and there's 2 bathrooms, men and women, which is a little bit silly because in space you would be saving space because that's your biggest commodity, space, and then there's oxygen. In a ship, there really wouldn't be bathrooms for single use that are segregated because it doesn't make sense because there's only one person in there. If they were communal, then yeah, I understand separating them in 2 parts, but they look like single-use bathrooms, like one at a time, so it doesn't make sense for them to be separated. And anyway, this is the engineering quarter. This is the half level that I was talking about. There's several tunnels like this. Excuse me, that lead to access panels for different modules of the ship. Well, not modules, but sensors, weapons, power relays, such. This is one of the power plants. Or actually, yeah, engines, not power plants. The power plant is a generator, which I'll show a little bit later. These are 2 escape pods that you can access from the lower level. Another access corridor, shaft, I guess. This is a window that looks outside towards the fuel tanks. If you can see, right now we're on starboard of the ship, looking towards port. I believe starboard was right? I believe so. If not, I was wrong. Anyway, we're on the right-hand side of the ship if you're looking towards the cockpit. And we're looking towards the left-hand side. This is the middle. Towards the middle of the ship, this is where the engine is. We're inside the engine nacelle, basically. And this is the main engine room. The main generator room. The generator was on the left. I'll be back to it. Show it off a little bit more. And here we go to the port side. If I'm wrong, again, I apologize. Looking towards starboard. This is one of the turrets chairs. I think I showed the other side chair as well. Here we'll go back to the main generator. There it is. It looks very nice, I must say. It does look like a generator. It would be shielded as it is in a sphere, because it makes sense to shield it in a sphere. And it would be that small, actually. For a ship this size, it would be that small. A nuclear generator, nuclear power plant would be that small for a ship this size. Obviously, there's some hazardous materials that are inside that sphere, but it's not that bad. Apparently I managed to push the button without notification, but I'm sure that's gonna make it in. We're back on the ramparts of the ship. Here we can call the lift for the other side. And if you can imagine the generators to your right of that elevator above you. So I just clicked third person view and my computer is struggling to catch up right now. I have an i7 with a GTX 770. My i7 is top of the line, obviously. It is the where'd it go? 4790K. So right now it's running at 4.3 gigahertz for the game. So that's basically it. This is another stair. I didn't really want to grab onto it, but you kind of do once you pass. There you go. If you pass a ladder right now, you just kind of grab onto it. It's still work in progress. They let us know that this will be fixed really soon, to where you can choose not to grab onto a ladder. Excuse me again. This video should have been out sooner, but I was sick, so I couldn't really do it. I had the men flu. It's been going around. My dad had it, then I got it. Of course, my mom and my sister didn't get it, because, well, it's the man flu. Okay, I kind of lost my place in the ship here. There we go. Okay, this is the main generator room. This is where I took the elevator down. Call it back up. That's not the button. It's on your left, man. There you go. I'm gonna call this one up. This one. My OCD kicked in a little bit. I have to have them where they have to be. Where they were when I found them, because otherwise it irritates me. It's not an actual OCD. It's more of a bad tick than an OCD actual disorder. I feel bad for the people that have it. It's a debilitating disorder, and it can hurt you if it's severe enough. So this is where we came in. Let's close the door and let's get this puppy in the air. Coming soon, trademarked. Thank you for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time.